I heard that I was selected for the project, I was super happy. I was in this debate camp and host sent an email. I almost fell from the bed I was sleeping on. That's how excited I was.
On Saturdays mostly, without these workshops, I used to wake up very late and start all my activities. But I thought coming here on Saturday would be like kind of like going back to school again every Saturday. And so when I started these workshops, they were very interesting and I didn't feel like I'm at school, as I was like coming over on a friend's visit and talking about all sorts of life activities.
Well, at first, I was kind of nervous about it. I'm like, what is this all about? But then the instructor, she's really cool. She does things awesomely, you know. I was kind of expecting class, you know, how class works, you know, when the teacher is talking and we're just writing down stuff or noting and not understanding. But it's pretty fun. You know, the mood is quite easy and everyone is just getting along.
Grace is very organized. She does things on time, and she sees things, she balances sides. She doesn't make a decision before seeing both sides of the story. It's very good.
So a job and an occupation are kind of the same thing. Here, let me give you an example. A job of someone that works at a petrol station. Let's say a job is the guy, you come to the thing with your car and he puts your gas in your car. That's a job. That's his job. He comes to work, he puts on his uniform, puts gas in cars all day, he goes home. He makes money. That's a job. A career, if you were thinking about a career, you would start as the guy who puts the gas in the car. And then you would work your way up to being an assistant manager of the petrol station. And then you work your way up to owning the petrol station. And then you work your way up to opening new petrol stations. So now you have 10 petrol stations when before you were just pumping gas.
All the topics, they're incredibly fun. There's this way our trainer helps us to get into them, and mainly the career building and networking. It really helped me because it really opens my mind and see what I'm supposed to do, what the world is expecting from me, and then I'll try my best and think out of the box what I have to do.
At the beginning, I really was extremely shy. Like, I wouldn't be able to go in front of a camera and speak. But now I learned about my personal voice and not hiding it and putting other thoughts behind, but I put my personal voice out there, and that helps me a lot, not only in debate, but in everyday life. So here it just brought back that feeling of I have a voice and it's not going to be silenced.
Well, when we were talking about violence, I only knew physical violence, you know, just hitting a person. I never thought that there could be something like emotional violence, and that is something that I have went through so much because I'm looked as a person that stands out very much, and that could be very hard with boys mainly because they're like, why are you doing this in the first place? So I was hurt, but I didn't know that that could be a violence that was bad. I was okay, this is their personality, it's okay with them, so it must be okay with me. So I never thought that was something bad, and I learned that that was wrong, and however way I can find to stop that, I have to, because till today I still go through that, and I just don't want to be one of the many.
I can talk about something that actually happened this week. There's these elections going on at school, and I applied for head girl, which took me courage. And you know, after last week's workshop, I got confidence in me, and I thought I can also do something. I can represent a lot of people and lead them. So that's what got me into applying to be head girl, and I'm waiting for the results. Yeah.
Me and my friends most of the time think that it's not right for men to just think that they have these rights over women. But then there's some things that I learned more, like the part where the society is the one that makes you think that maybe a man should not wear a skirt, maybe a man should not do this. I never thought of that. So I just learned that yes, there is a male box and there's a female box. People should just get out of it.
Well, the fact that society is the one that puts things there and people just choose to follow it, that they should follow their inner voices more than they follow what society put there. It might have been put way back and people don't necessarily have to follow it now. They either choose to follow it or not follow it. So yeah, that's what I learned, to follow your inner voice.
And when I came here and they told us that a part of the programs that we're going to be playing chess, I kept asking myself what chess has to do with the woman voice. But then while being in chess, I've seen that the best, like the most powerful part of chess is the queen. I didn't know that. I didn't even know there's a queen in the game. So I'm just, you know, inspired.
Today is the fourth time we do chess, and with the little I know, it has helped me improve my math at school. So usually, when we have a test, the person with the highest grade has 50%. I made history in class by having 70%. Last week, I went and bought ice cream for myself, and I was like, I did it thanks to chess, yeah.
In a chessboard, if I'm going to make a move, you just have to believe in yourself that this is the best move. Then same goes in real life. If there's a move you have to make, if there's a decision you have to take, I do it and I won't regret on it, because I know at a certain point there'll be a positive side of it. We created another project called Great Hope for Kids, me and my other 5 group mates, where we help children in the SOS village to build within them a reading culture that includes many things such as spelling bees, such as public speaking, and mainly reading.
I study at SOS Primary School. What I liked most, I learned about playing games, how to speak in English in public with self-confidence.
Any comment? Let's start with the... Where you want to start, Fabrice? Okay, Ruth.
This was the best.
What do you consider what saying she was the best? Why did you say that?
She explained everything.
Yes. For someone to understand something, he or she has to overread or overhearing that. But then when it comes to read, when you read something, it's much more easier than hearing it, because when you read, you use your mind, your eyes, every single part of you is going to put in itself what you're reading. So we thought of helping those kids to know how to read more, because they need it during classes, during reading notes. Then when they're in their leisure time, they're going to read books. We'll help them to understand what they're reading. And also, coming to the part of public speaking, out there there's going to be a time where they're going to have to talk in front of important people, have to express themselves. So we want to help them to be that confident enough within them, so they will be able to talk without fear.
Ikintu namenye muri projet numva naza kwigisha abandi bana, wenda turi mu rugo bagiye gukora ikindi kintu cyangwa bazajya ku ishuri, nababwira ko bagomba kuba self confidence, bakiyizera ubwabo, bakamenya no kuvugira mu ruhame.
Our project is called The Night, so it's to make perfume out of essential oils and only organic materials. The essential oils we're going to use in making the perfumes are going to help. Some are mosquito repellents, others hydrate and moisturize the skin. So, and then we're going to be working with 8 girls from SOS High School. And we're going to sell our perfume actually. And the money that we're going to gain from that is going to be used to buy supplies for hygienic supplies, example toothpaste, soap, and that are going to be given to an orphanage. Even we can use this skill as we are waiting to go to college, because some of us are not going to directly go to college. We're going to take a gap year or so. Yeah, this skill is actually going to be helpful.
Our project name is Light for the Youth. We worked at the Steve Memorial Center. We were giving them trainings about gender, leadership and chess. What I enjoyed most about the project is that we got to work with kids that are younger than us, and the kids that we're teaching really understood what we're talking about. At first I thought they would not understand, but then they understood and it was fun. And since after the sessions ended, we had fun time, we played with them and we got to meet new people.
I was a student in the very first project of the Peppercorn Institute that was named Witches a Project, and then I felt like I wanted to come back to share the knowledge and skills that I got in the first project in this second project that is Queen's Gambit. So coming as a mentor was a little bit challenging, but we learned, because this life is a journey of learning, and had an opportunity to learn so much from the girls, and I feel like this is a great thing that we're doing, because we're teaching girls to be young women who are independent and later will be successful women.
If girls in Rwanda we could all get a chance to come and participate in Peppercorn, it would be very, very, very helpful, because you get to know every person. You get to know how to communicate with them, you get to know how to interact with them, how to behave with them.
It really affects women, not only emotionally and everything, but they'll look down to themselves as well. If they keep on being treated badly and differently, they obviously think they deserve it, and they won't work for a difference. I really want to stop all that inequality and probably bring a change and make the situation better.
Most of the time I don't speak up because of what I think others will think about what I say. After coming out, I just learned that it's okay to make mistakes. I will learn from them, I will talk to people, they'll accept it or refuse it. As long as my heart tells me that it's okay, I will do it.
Encouraging.
Responsibility.
Amazing.
Mesmerizing.
Influential.
Incredible.
Inspirational.
Unforgettable.
Grandiose.
Royalty.
Delving.
Empowering.
Incredible.
Mind-blowing.
Ineffable.
Caregiver.
A quaver.
Efficacious.
Eye-opening.
Fantastic.
Adroit.
Sagacious.